Good evening, everyone. Please, can you notify in the comment section if you can hear me? Can you hear me, please? Hello, Deborah. Hello. Be happy with Adi. I think Adi. Please, can you notify in the comment section if you can hear me? All right. Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tosin, and I'm the team lead for the lead generation department. Then with me is Mr. Promise, and this is supervisor for the lead generation department. So we're just going to go into what this department is about and what your experience will be during this internship. So share a slide now. Just give me a minute. Can you see my slide? Hello, Soma Chisum. Please type in the comment section if you can see my slide. No. Okay. No. Oh, wow. What about now? Please, can you see my screen now? Not yet. Forge. Can you see my screen, please? All right. Thank you. I'm so sorry for the delay. I'm really, really sorry for the delay. All right. So I officially welcome you to Interflare's lead generation department and the lead generation orientation. So today we'll walk through how lead generation directly supports Interflare's growth and revenue system. And I hope that this session will give you clarity on your role, expectations, and how your daily activities contribute to the organization's structure, bigger picture. So, by the end of this internship, interns will be able to understand Interflare's growth system, know how to identify high quality prospects, communicate confidently with decision makers, track performance professionally, and contribute directly to company revenue. So, this internship is not just about sending messages or just coming to carry out tasks, it's about understanding business growth and how this can impact your career or future prospects. All right. So, lead generation is the process of identifying and attracting people or businesses who are interested in your products or services. So, lead generation is the process of identifying and attracting individuals or businesses who may be interested in what we offer or what your business offers. So, in the first step in lead generation or in revenue processes, is to get leads, because without leads there are no sales. Without prospects, no one gets buy what you are selling. So our job is to find the right people and move them into the sales funnel, which is sell our product, sell our services to them. So there are different types of leads. We have the cold leads, the warm leads, the MQLs, market qualified leads, and the SQL, sales qualified leads. So cold leads are those leads that we had no prior engagement with, while warm leads are those that we had some engagement with, like you maybe on their social media platforms, you engage with them on their posts, and you have one or two like know each other in a way. So that's warm leads. While for market qualified leads, those are those that have shown interest through your content or through engagement. While sales qualified leads are ready for direct sales conversations. So understanding each categories help us to know how to approach each prospect. Then there are different channels for lead generations. We have the outbound channel and the inbound channel. So we use both outbound and inbound strategies. Outbound means we initiate contacts like cold email, outreach on LinkedIn, and direct messaging in their DMs. While inbound involves social media content, landing pages, ads, SEO. Literally, they have to be the one to click, and they'll be the one to get to you. So both strategies work together to build a steady pipeline. During this internship, we are the core responsibilities of each interns are as follows. First, we have prospect research and targeting. So this is where everything starts. We must identify ideal founders, students, and businesses. We have to understand our buyers' intent, what they are looking for. We have to research profiles properly to making sure that this person is active, this person we're engaging with the right person. Then we have to build qualified leads and audiences. So this ensures that we attract the right people, not just more people, because we are not trying to reach everyone. We're trying to target the right people that will be interested in what we're trying to sell to them, what in our services, what we're providing. Then another core responsibility would be outreach and conversion communication. So this involves how you message. How you message determines your result. You don't talk to a lead or a prospect the same way you might talk to a boss or just maybe like a friend. You're trying to sell your service, you're trying to pitch yourself in a professional manner. So this involves writing personalized connection requests. We have follow-up strategy, we have objection handling, value first conversations, and moving conversations toward action. So our goal is to move conversations towards actions like booking a call, signing up, or purchasing what we're providing. So we have to be professional. You don't just, we have to have a professional way of pitching yourself in a way which will move your leads to actions, to get to buy what you have, to use what you're providing, your services, or to want what you're providing. Then another core responsibility is lead tracking and reporting. So, professional lead generation requires discipline, and daily leads are tracked with daily outreach targets, tracking replies and conversations, CRM or spreadsheet documents, and also reporting to supervisors. So, we have daily targets in which you are meant to hit according to to your according to your leads. The leads you are meant to hit daily, the amount of leads you are meant to draw into the business. So we have daily outreach targets. It also involves reply and conversation process and CRM or spreadsheet documentations. Then also reporting to supervisors. We are going to follow up in every lead that you are You are going to follow up in every lead that you are um, generating. So if it is not tracked, it doesn't count. Data helps us to improve. Data helps us to know that okay, this person has been contacted to before. We have to move to this next person. We have to this person hasn't been contacted, or this is the stage in this lead generation process in which we are at with this social lead or social prospect. So in general, in general, during lead generation, please can you all hear me because I can't like if you have any questions or anything, please drop it in the comment section just to know that I'm still connected.
Hello everyone. Thank you very much for this exceptional presentation, Tosin. Okay, I want to take it up from here. So I want to know if we can all hear me. If you can hear me, please type it on the comment section. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you very much. So I'll be taking up from the sales support and funnel agreement. Now, sales is a little bit distinct from the job or the task of lead generation. Now, if I may ask, what is the essence of generating leads if you can't make sales? There is no need, right? Or it's the leads becomes useless because the main purpose or the primary purpose of generating leads is to make sales, right? So lead generation is not just about sending messages or it's not just about generating emails. It is about helping the company make money. Yes, that is just the primary purpose of generating leads. The end result is to help the company make money. So what this means is that when someone shows interest in the product or the service you are selling as a lead generation, at this stage you have to pass it to what the sales team. At this point, okay, you can hear me. I know I understand. Thank you very much. So I said once you see someone who's interested in the product or service you are selling, at this point you have to pass it what to the sales support. Now, what this means as a lead generation, you are going to be taught or you are going to be generating leads, yes, using different methods, different tools that are very effective, and you're also going to be reaching out to them. Just like Tosin said, there are different methods of reaching out to them using cold mails. Also, even through the DM, you can also reach out to them. So whenever you have someone who shows interest, you need to at this point pass it what to the sales. So as a lead generation strategist, if you want to learn more about the sales support, you can join Internflare Academy. Also, if you are a salesperson here and you want to learn how to generate these leads, you have been reaching out to leads that are being given to you. You want to know how these leads are being generated. You can also join Internflare Academy to do what? Learn how to generate these leads. Also, you need to understand what product or service you are promoting, right? Now, as a lead generation, you need to understand what your brand is doing. What product is your service, your brand you are working with selling, or what service are they rendering? Because if you don't understand it, there is no way you can pitch it to the leads you are generating, right? So generating leads is one thing, while reaching out, outreach is what another thing. So when you understand the product or the service, you'll be able to do what? Market the brand. You also need to make sure that your messages matches the campaign. So if you don't understand the product or the service, you might be talking about something entirely different. So when you understand the product or service, you'll be able to match it with what the brand's campaign. Also, you can also make sales by supporting events like webinars or product launches. I don't know if you were in our recent event with Internflare, you'd see myself and Tosi in the comment section. We're trying to answer questions like some people that are interested in internship, why some people are interested in accountability, right? So these are the products that Interflare is selling. And if you were really attentive in the first meeting, that was on the 14th, if you were really attentive in the first meeting, you'd see that Internflare recently launched a product which is the launch flare, right, for founders. So we're there to guide people who were interested. So this is another way to do what? Make sales. So what am I saying in a simple term? Every messages should help the company move closer to do what? To making sales. You are not just chatting, you are helping to build what? Revenue. So that's that about what the sales support. And for the sales and funnel agreement, there like I said, there's a channel. There's the part that has to do with generating leads. There's the part that has to do with outreach, and there's the part that has to do with sales. After you've generated these leads using effective means and tools, you do what? You reach out to them, whether through cold emails, subsequent emails, which is the warm emails, through their DMs or whichever means. You reach out to them. Then when you find someone who is interested at this stage, the salesperson will do what? Take over. Please take it to the next slide, please. Yeah, so this is the workflow. Now, if you look at the initial stage, it has to do what? Defining your target audience, right? And at the end stage, it has to do what? With the sales. Either you book meeting or you do what? You make sales. So what am I trying to say here? You need to know the product or the service for you to define what? Your target audience. Now, you don't know the brands you are working with, or you don't know what they are doing or they are selling, you won't be able to make sales. But let's say, for instance, you are trying to make generate leads for a company that does website development. You should know people that need what. I think yesterday I think so, or day before yesterday, thereabout, somebody connected with me on LinkedIn with a message and says that he or she is a website developer and he can um, create a website for me that will help me as a lead generation specialist, right? As you can see, the person knows how to do what? Sells his product, right? If you don't know what you are doing or what the brand is doing, how do you sell the product? Now, for instance, like I said, Internflare has about 4 or 5 different products. If you are not aware or don't have understanding of this product, how do you market Internflare? So you don't know, or I think some of you have been paired already, right, with the different brands, and you'll be sent to this lead generation unit for you to generate leads from the brands. So the first thing you need to do is do what? Understand the service or the product that your brand is selling. Then you'll be able to do what? Define your target audience. That's the first. Then the second is what? The prospect research. Yes, then you'll be able to research for the prospect since you know what you are looking for. Are you looking for founders? Are you looking for COOs? Are you looking for startups? Whatever, you'll be able to do what? Know how to research for your prospect. And that thing is what? To collect and verify contact information. Now, during the course of your internship, like I said, you'll be taught effective ways of generating leads. There are different ways, there are different tools, but we'll take you through effective what ways of and tools of generating leads. The fourth one is what? Craft personalized outreach. Now, this is the part that has to do with reaching out to what your leads, your potential leads, right? Your leads at that first stage, they are just leads. So when you reach out to them, whether through emails, any code mails, you need to personalize them, right? Now, the kind of email you are sending to let's say a founder will be different from the email you are sending to a COO, right? It will also be different from the email you are sending to maybe the customer support of the organization, right? So you have to personalize what your outreach. That's about that. Then the follow-up sequence. I think Tosin talks about tracking your leads, right? There are different ways of tracking your leads, checking who replies, setting your daily targets, right? How many people are you reaching out? How many leads are you reaching out? So checking people that replies. People that replies now, this is where we get to the point called potential leads, right? If they've replied to you at that point, they are called potential leads. Then if you get anyone who is interested and what buys your product or others your service, at that point they are no longer leads. They are called what? Prospect. Yes, they are called prospect at that stage. So that's that about that. Then that your follow up, your tracking and all that. Then what I said, whoever is interested will be taken to the sales department, and you do what? You make your sales. I hope we understand that. So during the course of your internship, you have more understanding. Please, Tosin, take it to the next slide, please. Yeah, the tools used. Yeah, there are different tools, effective tools we want to use. Now, AI on itself, AI for this generation, AI is a tool, right? Not a brain. Now, many of us, we do not know how to leverage this AI. Like I said again, AI is a tool, not a brain. You give AI a prompt. You do not tell AI to think. You do not tell AI to think. You give it something to think. I don't even understand. You use AI to what? Research people faster. I think, okay, yeah, like the advanced Google search. Yeah, advanced Google search. You use, there are different tools though. I'm just picking one of the list here. Advanced Google search. You also use it to improve your message. Use it AI to what? Organize data. I think DeepSeek is a very good AI tool to organize data. During the course of your internship, you'd learn that better. You'd also use it to personalize messages better. I think I've explained this before. Now there are other tools of used to generate leads like the sales navigator. Now sales navigator, LinkedIn Sales Navigator is very effective. Just that it is for only those who are using LinkedIn Premium, right? Yeah. And there are different. There's the CRM system. There's the email automation. I think we are very familiar with the email automation, sending cold mails, then maybe subsequent mails, which is the warm mails. So using AI, you can use AI as a tool, right? But you don't use it blindly. AI helps you to work smarter, but you need to what? You still need to think on your own, right? Let's take it to the next slide. So you need to think on your own. You need to give AI a prompt to think about. Okay, before I wrap it up, I want you to know that what you gain during your internship, you gain a lot. You understand how Internflare grow its business, right? On how the brand you are being paired with, how they grow their business. You know how to find the right people to contact. Yeah, you know how to speak confidently with business owners and decision makers. When you know the product or the service your brand renders, you know how to speak boldly, right? You'd also track their work professionally, like we talk about tracking your leads, and also directly help the company increase revenue. Like I said, the sole aim of generating leads is to do what? Make sales, is to generate revenue. So this is not just about just generating leads or just sending DMs. It is what a structured communication. It is organized tracking, smart strategy, real business growth. That's what we are doing here. So the if you do not learn anything tonight, so what I want you to have in your mind is that you are not being trained just to message people. You are being trained here to do what? To grow a company. So like I said, if you are a lead generation strategist, you also need to what? Learn sales. And if you want to know how to sell, how to close a deal, like that's the word they use, how to close a deal or how to close a sale, you can join Internflare Academy. And if you already know how to close a sale and you want to know how to generate these leads from scratch, right? You can also join Internflare Academy to learn how to generate leads. So that's all for this onboarding section. Thank you again, Tosin, for that wonderful slides. That's very nice. And please, if you have a question, I should repeat. What do I repeat, please? I said you are not just trained to message people. You are trained to do what? To grow a company. Now you can come back to this slide. You can always come back to this video, right? You can always come back to watch and you can jot whatever you want to jot. And if there's a question, please you can ask a question and I'll attend to you swiftly. If there's any question, let it come. And if there's no question, you can always come back to watch this section. It's recorded on YouTube. Okay, Tosin, you can have the platform. You can speak.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for this section. So during your internship, it's okay. Um, During this internship, it's very important that everyone should be consistent, do your tasks on time, pay attention to detail, and communicate. Communication is really key. Communication is really key during this internship. Communicate to your fellow interns and also to your supervisor, because we're all meant to be carried along in each stage and aspect that's going to be going on during this internship, especially when you get to the point that you're messaging prospects. Then also we're going to be having weekly activities and frequent meetings after this. So everyone should please be compliant. Everyone should please be prepared and ready. Then also want to know that in this lead generation, we're not targeting everyone. We have specific targets, and we're not just sending message anyhow. We have structured message. Then you follow up, and also we have weekly reports. So we're going to all have weekly reports. You guys, each week everyone is meant to send in their weekly report on Google Sheet. You send the link to the WhatsApp group on your Google Sheets link to the WhatsApp group, and that's where you update. Sorry, your Google Doc link, and that's where you continue to update your weekly reports. So during consequent meetings and the rest of the internship, you get to know more and more about lead generation, and more tasks will be given for you to carry out. So thank you very very much for attending this session. Do you have any question? Just see if you have any question. Please drop it in the comment section. Session. Is there any question? Does anyone have any question before we call it a night? All right. I don't think there are any questions. So thank you very very much for attending this meeting. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening.